Thank you very much, CBS. Execration against TSM in this best of one. Fogged, what do you make of this all? TSM, you know, with the kind of the 2-0, well, the 2-game series that we've had from them, they typically lose the first one. This time around, you can't lose this first game. You're going up against an opponent, and you've got one game to prove it. Have they got the draft to do so? Do you think Execration's got their number?
Ooh, I'm a bit torn. I think both sides have some clear merits and clear advantages. I'm also like a little questioned about the Ricky, of what he's going to be able to do.
Sure.
Yes, I can see, you know, of course, some of the answers and stuff like that. Just like as an offlaner, though, priority being moved up that high feels a little bit strange, perhaps. I think it could be a pretty difficult lane for him. We'll see what he's going to be able to get done. I think Execration, though, they're feeling good. It's a very fast-paced draft, looking to pressure. It's a pretty damn good Morphling game. Yes, the puck's there now for an answer, but besides that, there is no answer. So if he's able to avoid some of these coils and the setup from Bryle, this Morphling could just pop off. And Palos, honestly, he owned last game super hard.
Oh, yeah, he was super farmed. Super farmed on the Prophet. Very, very nicely played. Let's see if we can do that again on the Morph.
I mean, they made a lot happen with what I was feeling like a lot about the disadvantaged draft last game, and they were just crushing every single one of the fights, picking and choosing their battles perfectly. So if they can do similar, can absolutely see how this Morphling is set up for success. Good matchup versus the TB. He can play versus Undying, turn into Undying, drop tombstones and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff that can come out. And I love watching Morphling versus Rubik. It's just one of my favorites, because then you have the potential of these funny back and forth steals where, yeah, Rubik gets Ice Path, but then Morphling turns into Rubik, and then they have two Ice Paths on the side of Execration, so I love watching these good Morphling players for that.
Oh, Tino.
This is a tough lane. Oh.
I mean, they get the arrow connection, but of course, yeah, Tino doesn't want to jump back in right now.
I love the early game alt chat, by the way, in case you didn't see it. It was pretty funny. They were tipping Bryle and stuff like that. Then we have my idol, Bob the Builder, like all this kind of stuff. Of course, Whitemon versus his old friends.
Doing their best to just try and drag these creep waves. Top here, Tino. He's going to be able to jump in, and it's Tomado's courier going down.
Cool.
He's trying to get himself some extra regen out. How much has he actually got on him? He's only got the stick to rely on, Tomato now.
I mean, he's fine, though. Like, he's never going to get pressured from a Ricky Marana lane.
That's true. Yeah,
it's
super high armor.
Yeah. I mean, this Ricky has 0 last hits right now. There we go. Okay, he's got 1. A slow start, as we expected for Tino. But the reason that they did this is because they wanted to move priority up for Bob, right? Now he's got the DK versus the puck matchup, so he's going to do excellent in the laning phase, and they're always going to have, honestly, quite a bit of catch and control for Bryle. So that's the other thing, too, right? It's like, oh, Bryle's actually going to be able to get both runes. Nicely done. Yeah, they're going to be able to address this puck in multiple different ways. So maybe that's also the avenue for Palos to just completely own the game as this Morphling. Because if the puck's not doing well, then he's not able to catch Morph, and Morph has good matchups. Waves being met. Shank's doing a good job here of controlling that lane positioning for Tino to get a little bit of something. But it only is a little bit.
He's going to just look to grab the next wave. Tino. Oh, and get the courier.
Okay. He's putting his, doing his best Matthew impression here. Lane we haven't looked at or talked about, the bottom lane. I mean, right now we're seeing Bob, you know, he's doing great. But looking at the bottom lane, Palos starting to hold his own. But Kasani, he's also going to be able to have a very good free farm lane on this.
Top Tomato.
Whoa.
That was a lot of damage there from Tino and Shanks. They nearly brought him down. They're going to look to try and turn Tomato with a metamorphosis. But Tino and Shanks, they keep their distance.
I mean, that's impressive stuff to at least put any pressure on the TB. He's actually getting slowed down in farm a little bit here because of all this creep pulling shenanigans.
Well, they're definitely, sufficiently messing with Tomato's lane top Execration.
Honestly, I really like watching this team. They're obviously a bit volatile, but they're very clever with the way that they do some type of unexpected things. Definitely catching some teams off guard. And I'm looking forward to see what Bob can do now that he's actually given a game where he's going to have an amazing early game.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you imagine he'll be doing this game? Just going quick blink?
Yep. Great game for it.
Making setups?
Absolutely.
And they've got pretty good follow-up, whether it's the damage of the Jakiro or the arrows coming in.
They're going to have tons of setup for that arrow. I think that's also, you know, this Ricky, the Cloud is super good, but he's also going to be able to eventually get started and stuff. Tino?
He's you know, playing risky here. Oh my goodness. And I tell you what, the creep's done it. Yeah, Shanks, he's in.
Suicide.
Oh, off the mark with the arrow there. So nicely done from Whitemon. He'll be able to get the deny to the neutrals.
The instant tip. Oh, I love it. Good friends here. Honestly, Shanks, he's doing some incredible stuff just with his creep pulls. As I was saying, it's slowing down the TB's farm. Yeah, Tino's not getting absolutely everything, but he's getting some stuff up here. With that death, we'll fill up Bryle's bottle. But it's going to be a very slow game here for Bryle in this matchup.
And top, Tino's pretty much got the Ring of Health gold, so at that stage, he's going to be feeling very safe. I mean, to the point where Shanks might have the ability to sort of head to other lanes, look for some ganks.
Yeah, they absolutely can, right? Bob, he is pretty much hitting 6 here, so if they do want to look to pressure Bryle even more, they could. And Bob's, he's actually just going to hit 6, so he's going to be able to just Dragon Form and hit Bryle and probably just put a ton of pressure on this tower. They might have to react.
I mean, who can sort of afford to come over here?
I think Ari has to.
Yeah.
He's the Fade Bolt, right? He's the one that can just like nuke the creep wave and slow some stuff down here. That means you give a lane, though. I mean, Palos already free farming, but they probably feel like they can't pressure him anyway. So, I mean, it's the appropriate move from Ari.
A 6-minute power in. It's going to go into the hands of Bob. Double damage.
The dream.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Both supports rotating over. Difficult to punish Bob, though. 10 wand, super tanky. He's going for like the belt. Yeah, he's gone for belt and bracer, so.
And they can't really kill him, but at the least, making sure that he doesn't get any more hits on the tower.
Yep. TSM's done this most of their games. Just, I mean, most teams do, of course, checking the power runes, but they're always about helping Bryle in the mid lane. And he's definitely, I mean, he's definitely going to need that help. Slow start, 0-0. Execration probably feeling pretty damn good about how everything is going. With the fact that the Ricky hasn't died, he's able to get some farm, shutting down the puck.
I mean, that's the question. Who's going to be the first to die this game, you reckon?
Whew. It could be Bryle. I think Tino has just made it through the absolute hardest part of everything here.
Oh yeah, he's fine now.
He's chilling.
One charge isn't a Ring of Health, he doesn't die now.
Yep.
Not to these two, at least.
Bob, nice little stuff that he's doing in mid lane too. He's pulling the creep aggro away from the creeps to meet, so his creeps are actually tanking for him to get more tower damage.
This is yeah, going to be a good timing on this mid tower. Despite TSM's best efforts to push him off it, lots of damage being done already just with their first 2 rounds, the Elder Dragon form. They'll try and go on him.
He is unbelievably tanky and they missed. Whoops. I mean, I don't think it does. I don't think there's a chance of him getting killed there anyway.
And both supports coming in again. Whitemon and Ari. Well, Dreamcore used theirs, yeah, very little options to throw at Bob. Bob, he don't care.
And the rune it spawns top too. Oh, Bryle's getting no luck this game. This is honestly dream start for Execration. Because the puck, as I was mentioning, the puck is really the only answer for this Morphling. So if he's just really slowed down this much, and they're going to have constant ways to disrupt him, either with the Blink DK stun or the Cloud that's going to be coming out, that's just going to set Palos up to carry just like he did last game.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing sort of the 2 supports come over to the mid to help out Bryle. Is it going to be the point with the next Dream Coil that you want to see Bryle try and make a rotation?
I think so. I think he should be making the move toward the Morphling pretty soon, but then you lose your tower, so choice he might be forced to make is bottom.
I've got Kasani trying to dive in with the ultimate.
Might get Carlo here.
Now Palos, he's going to bail out. He's going to go for the TP away, and indeed Carlo will get left behind. So first blood will be for Kasani on this bottom lane. They can put some pressure onto the tier 1 down here as well, TSM.
This is very important that they have this type of start for Kasane. Because of everything else that's happening in these side lanes, this Lycan is definitely going to have to do some do some work. It's one of his best heroes. He's very good on these summons. So a good early tower here.
Tower is under attack.
But yeah, mid tower, it drops.
And Carlo.
He actually comes back down.
Playing around with them. I mean, there's backup on its way for Execration.
Oh, he's baiting them.
Yeah. Wait for him
Might
from
die.
Palos. See if Shanks can get the arrow. Can't quite get the connection, but the Starstorm comes crashing down onto Kasane. He's attempting to get around the tree line. A few more hits though, and he's gone. Execration, they'll take down the one of them.
Dire's top tower
Whitemon,
is under
he'll be able to TP away safely.
Carlo's more than happy with that. It means the similar thing that he did last time, where he was just constantly going to the bottom lane. Kasane gets some nice courier snipes there. And a kill, but yep. Bob goes top. It's another tower. They're going to bully the TB out of lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
2-1, but Execration definitely feeling incredible. Ricky has the meteor hammer. Like, this is actually remarkable stuff that he was able to have such a good lane.
Not sure. Could you feel this was sort of a matchup in which the Ricky could have suffered?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is they just like pulled the lane, so they didn't play the lane. They didn't give TSM the opportunity to really punish him, and he really played perfectly with the way he danced around the Undying. That's why you saw him tipping Whitemon a couple times. And this is annoying now for TB. This is situations where he could just get set up on from a rotation with a meteor hammer, and he dies as well. They got to slow down this Ricky or get some type of kills. Blink's already done. Like, this game is feeling quite difficult at the moment for TSM.
A 3k lead already at 10 minutes. We saw last game Execration just playing a step ahead of Aster. Looks like they're able to bring the same so far in this second best of one against TSM.
Yeah, loving it so far. Dino? I mean, they can just disengage. They don't really have, like, their catch is just extremely limited.
Yeah, they need Brile.
Yeah.
They need this puck to go.
Bob.
Oh, Bob's in. Are you going to jump forward straight away on top of the Undying? And with the Ice Path to follow up, Macropyre as well. Whitemon's gone. Now, Hammer is there on a Tomato.
On Tomato.
He catches him. Tomato is able to turn with the Sunder.
He's still going down.
He looks to be in a lot of trouble here. The brief fire comes out. Tomato ticking down. The last hit there from Bob takes him out. Dragon Tail's back up. They'll turn towards the Rubik. Execration. They're going to be able to take down 3 here by the looks of it. Ari, no further way out of this one.
That is the meta used. Immediately dies right afterwards. Tino will say absolutely worth it. Yeah, I think Kasane's he's gonna have to hard carry as this Lycan.
I mean, what's sort of the plan? Is he getting involved in the fights, or do you have to sort of go for the rat play and just try and farm it up, get super stacked on the Lycan?
I think he needs to get his Helm of Overlord ASAP, and then probably need to just join every single one of the fights, because game is very difficult for them to take pretty much any fight. Bob, there's no damage, and there's just limited control that's coming out from TSM.
I mean, it's so close as well to Tomato, like immediately dying in this fight.
Yep.
He was lucky to live a little longer.
And Bob just jumps in and gets a solo kill at the last second of his dragon form just now too.
Yeah, Bob just massive this game. I mean, we
Zoning.
saw how well Bob played when he was like massively behind in the first best of one on his Ember Spirit. You know, you can only imagine what this man's able to do when he's taken the lead already.
And Palos is probably just like, thanks guys so much. You know, I already have a godly morph game set up for me versus all these heroes, and you're just making all the space. Yeah, this is incredible here for Execration. 5-3, one of the slower paced games, but a very impactful 5-3. This lead is more than it really says it is.
And they're going to keep it going here. That's the nice thing about Execration. Once they get a lead, they don't sit back.
And Shanks has a mech already. He has the same net worth as Brile. So we saw limited damage already coming in from TSM. Good luck going through a mech now, too, from the Mirana. Execration's just playing hot today.
They know he's in it. They know he's in it. The smoke's going to dispel. Bob's in with the jump. They found Kasane. I mean, just identifying that right now, Kasane, he's the strong point for TSM.
Yep.
They want to shut this Lycan down, make sure that he doesn't have a game as well.
Feels like none of them are really going to have a game. TSM heavily on the back foot. Carlo doing what I've seen a couple times from these Jakiros. You just leave Ice Path level 1. You just go 2-1, and you're going to probably max Liquid Fire in your dual breath. Use that level 1 Ice Path, so even if Rubik steals it, not the biggest deal in the world. Super aggressive plays, being very quick around the map, too. Already invading triangle. Carlo's even... Carlo? I mean, he's farming... He's trying to farm the Ancients on Jakiro. Oh, that's funny. He just dual breathed it for no reason. It was pretty good.
Oh, Shanks.
Okay. Get a kill. And they save Coil. TSM. Stolen Moonlight.
Stolen the Moonlight, yeah. Let's see if they can go for more. They're looking to Carlo, but no catch. He's out.
Just a support kill. Execration, they're chilling. Alright, Kasani. Helm of the Overlord's done. It's time to, or sorry, 20 gold until it's done. So time for him to hopefully, for himself, find a Black Dragon or something like that so they can try to get some stuff going their way besides just a cheeky support kill. Bryle?
And they're trying to go for Tino.
He's tanky.
And he's got the hammer down onto Tomato.
He's very tanky.
He's going to get healed up as well. And he's out. They couldn't kill him. They couldn't kill him here with the two cores, the mid and the carry. Tomato and Bryle is at a point of the game where they can't kill the offlane Ricky.
This is a disaster. Bryle.
Oh, Bob.
Nice dodge.
He's in. Dragon 70 will get dodged, also able to step out of the way of the ice bar for the waning rift. And they're trying to see if they can get back in on this Tomato, able to dodge their hammer this time.
Oh my god. They just, there's no catch, Owen. It's all up to Coil, and there it was a Coil plus a meta, and as you said, they couldn't even kill the Ricky.
Radiant are scattered.
And against these cores, there's a Ricky and a Morph that's going to be sliding all over the place, incredibly mobile. And then the other one's a DK. You know, you got to have lockdown for him because he can just live for so long that he's just going to be able to walk out of these fights.
Yeah, absolutely. Coil, this time, should be able to finish him up.
I'll see if we can get anything more here.
That may have caught them off guard. I believe it was an arcane rune from earlier from Bryle, so that Coil maybe
quick,
caught up a bit. Yeah, came up a bit faster than they expected.
Radiant's middle
Okay, they get the tower. So a little bit of progress here for TSM around the mid.
Yeah, Kasani with his Helm of Overlord timing. Very important how much he's going to be able to get done here to try to make space. Tomato is still farming well, too. And he's going to try to be that answer. Of course, the Morph is good versus the TB in multiple different ways. But if Tomato, if he's able to get item ahead, then he's able to itemize to deal with him going for Scotty and whatnot, which is going to be that first choice from him. But definitely a difficult position when this Morph is just absolutely free farming. And just all that limited catch.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Told they fetch a reasonable price.
Tino, I think you maybe that thing where you just like, oh, I'm you know, you're doing so well, you're farming. He buys the Blade of Alacrity, and he's like, wait, I need the shard. Whoopsie. Let me go back for my shard to set up more kills for my team because this is a godly game for it. Playing versus the Puck, playing with the Mirana.
Yeah, it's gonna be super annoying for some of TSM's heroes.
Yep. Shanks. I mean, he's just farming. And, oh, no.
Not gonna be able to get the catch here again, unfortunately, from Bryle. Dream Coil slightly off the mark.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sad stuff. All those matter so much. Every time Coil's used, Palos can just play pretty aggressively wherever he wants to on the map. It's the only real setup for him.
Yeah, it's pretty much been under zero pressure the whole game, Palos.
Yep. Tomato has to be a little careful how he shows down here, too. And on the flip side, I mean, Bob. Okay, he'll just stun the Ancient. I mean, they're committing a lot for this Ancient. Can they get punished?
And Castani wants to chase. See Bryle at the side, he'll get him with the jump onto Tino. Tino's just going to go for the TP out, and Tino's away. Bob, he might get left behind this time. 4 of them chasing him down. TSM, they'll be able to take down the DK.
Nicely done. I mean, they kind of asked for it there. They committed so much onto just killing the Ancient creep there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And that's without Coil. So Bryle, 8 seconds until he's going to have Coil available. They can keep punishing here. New Ancient creep going to be grabbed. And maybe they can force a Roche.
Is under attack.
Definitely potential for TSM with the Undying and Terrorblade.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Probably going to be a bit too difficult for Execration to contest this, too. This is a nice move.
I mean, maybe if Tino wants to kind of go in for a sneaky play.
They'll be ready for
I mean,
it, though.
they're pinging it. They know they're just going on.
I mean,
They could
Tino.
try and set up here. No, Tino's not going to be able to make the jump. They find him. They drop the Dream Core down on him. He's able to get the hammer out. But Tino will get burst here. The Fade Bolt flies through from Ari. They take down the Ricky.
Can they get more, too, Bob? He showed up, and he is looking to be in trouble.
I mean, Carlo's going to try and help out, lay down the macro pipe. Palos has also turned up to the fight. He's going to be in on the back lines, takes out Ari, but not before they lose the DK. Bob goes down.
I mean, Palos is in. He wants kills.
And Bryle He's going to be able to finish off the dragon, the Jakiro. Palos. I don't know if there's much more he can do here. He's a little low on mana, can't really re-enter into the fight. So TSM.
Huge plays.
They get the Aegis and they take the team fight.
Big stuff. Great identification of that whole last 2 minutes, pretty much. They see them committing for this ancient creep. Yeah, get these big kills and straight into Roche. Yeah, Bob, back-to-back deaths. There we go, TSM. Much needed stuff to recover.
Yeah, Palos incredibly farmed, but probably wants to get his Skadi done before they look to fight again. Especially into this Aegis on Bryle. It's a little trickier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Bob probably just wanting to finish BKB now before he turns up to another one of these fights too, because he's now absolutely able to die versus the damage that comes out with that Lycan.
Is under attack.
Death's bounty.
Whoop. Dino. Very aggressive play again.
And they get the kill very quickly.
Palos is deep though.
And Bryle, he's in with the Dream Coil. He's caught the two of them. Tino's gone. They'll try for Palos as well. See him go for the TP out. He's getting covered by the Ice Path and the Macropire to block off the chase from TSM. So Palos will escape.
TSM's doing a good job of punishing these kind of over-aggressive plays now a few times from Execration. And yeah, Tomato, they're gonna have good timings. The Skadi is pretty much done, so extra ways to perhaps deal with this Morphling. He's also getting close to his, but the Tomato one feels amazing versus that DK versus the Morph. And yeah, with Aegis Bryle, he has the comfort now of being able to play a bit more aggressive and not being as scared of just getting instantly caught and killed. Fancy footwork.
Full Skadi on Tomato.
Nice dodge, Bryle.
And Bryle's going in. And as you say, he's not feeling scared at all with the second life he can play with.
I like that he's taking these risks. Tomato. They should see that Skadi now on him. So Palos probably identifying that. He's, as we said, just about to have his done too. Level 15 soon going to be hit too, so he can have level 2 Morph. TSM want to continue forcing the issue here with this Aegis. 10-8. Now Ricky does have the Diffu.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Let's see if they can make it down here. That's TSM, they're going for the tier 2. Execration.
They're considering fighting around here. How long on that Aegis? Minute 30.
We bathe in mist.
Yeah, they're looking for this fight. Bob, BKB, Palos, Skadi. Well, he actually takes the Morph Duration talent, so yeah, he's got that long duration Morph for the team fights as well, too. Definitely got to be careful walking into high ground, though, Execration.
Oh, they're going to try. I mean, Carlo's leading the way. Bryle,
vision.
He's going to make the jump first.
Okay. Bit of a commitment there from Whitemon, making a statement, just popping ult and Tombstone to kill this annoying Jakiro. And yeah, that should set them up to take the tower, too. Tino, though, on the flip side, is going to be able to Meteor Hammer top during this with all this information.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Can they get a catch on mid also? TSM.
Is under attack.
Just nuking the wave. Bryle was thinking about it, but not versus Bob.
Dire's
I mean, what does Palos need next this game, do you feel? Does he need a BKB this game, or can he get away without it?
I mean, there's no reason not to. It's like he's pretty much unkillable if he does get that one, as long as he doesn't make like a super reckless play. For the most part, though, I would say it's like BKB and just a couple more levels, and I think they're still very, very keen to be able to fight into TSM. But TSM doing big things in these last few moments. These last, like, what, 6 minutes or so, 7 minutes, been pretty ideal for them to get that space for Tomato to get this farm. Bryle's Aegis gone, though. Now he has to be way more careful. Can just get killed from pretty much anything. So many different forms of catch.
Yeah, go fully aggressive with the build, of course, as well. The Witchblade into the Kaya. Lots of damage, but any sort of catch, and he could be in trouble. Limited ways for the team to save him. He's going to go for the Dream Coil. But the Cloud's there in the dart as well. Tino should still die. But well, he's going to buy time in the air here with the Tricks of the Trade, but he gets lifted up. They'll take him out. Palos has turned up to the fight.
He's got an Arcane Rune as well on Palos.
They're going to look for Whitemon, and I think the rest of TSM, that they'll decide they don't want to take this fight against this Morph right now.
Now they committed Coil, they committed Shapeshift and Tombstone. They got to disengage when Palos shows up. Again, though, getting a, pretty decent trade. They get the Ricky, they just lose their Undying. Immediately back to splitting up the map. Tomato, he wants BKB. So the timing for TSM, it'll be the BKB on the Terrorblade. Then they can look to force a bit more. They still have to be careful about these mistakes. Any mistakes that they make, it's going to compound very quickly because of how good the game is for the Morph.
They're going again here, Execration.
Oh, Tomato. Can he get away?
Look at the jump. They're in with the Dragon Tail. We'll see if they've got the damage. Backup's coming in from Ari. Will manage to telekinesis Bob. In fact, Tomato's thinking about turning. Palos in from the side. They're getting rid of the Ancient Creep. As Carlo will die to the summons. Bob having to back off with the BKB. Brao's going to look to chase.
Palos?
It's kind of stuck here in a bit of an awkward situation. Waveform up in a second. Manta to remove the silence, and he'll get down to the low ground. Palos will get away.
TSM want to chase. They popped meta. Execration, they want to try to disengage from this. Coil whiffs again.
He's going to miss.
Oh no, Bryle.
And now he's in trouble. The arrow,
and the arrow.
It connects onto Tomato. Bryle's gone. Not the extra catch they were hoping for there, TSM. The coil sort of just ends up slipping between the three of the members of Execration. Doesn't catch anyone. They'll still get Shanks.
Can they get Tino?
Tino's still got Palos by side, and Bob's here. Bob's in with the stun on the Kastani. They've got the Macropire down as well onto the Lycan, and Kastani's got to back off. They'll lose Tino.
Kastani does back away.
Hey, and he just about able to live it. Kastani falling very low there to the efforts of Bob.
They tried to keep kiting. They got the catch on Bryle, but then, Tomato still has meta active, so he can still stand his ground and fight very nicely there. Palos shows himself top also. Can Ari get the catch on him?
He should be fine. He's got Manta up in a second, so...
Can he get the lift?
Oh, close. Palos, it's super chill there. It turns, gets a few hits in onto Whitemon, knows they can't kill him when the Manta's available.
He was pushing the limits. That was pretty close, though. Ari's almost able to get the snag on him. And Bryle back into the mix. What is that, like 3 coils, though, that he's unfortunately missed so far. But ended up not mattering the most. Sure, he dies, but they get some good cleanup kills. Game's still very close. Yeah, but what item does Bryle want to get in order to protect himself? It looks like it's going to be the Lincolns. I thought, no one likes to build the Yules anymore on the puck, but it definitely has some merits to this game too, if he wants to.
Lincoln's is good here. He's got to protect himself against Bob. He's got to protect himself against Tino, send up with the dart.
Roche respawns. Super ideal timing for TSM.
All right, let's see if Execration can get over here in time.
I don't know if they can. It dies really quick to the AC of Kastani. They can get another one. TSM, very solid last 10 minutes.
They get the catch on Carlo. Carlo was trying to get over to the pit, but he'll get left behind.
Taking very good fights on TSM.
The Moonlight's shadowing here, but I don't know. Do Execration want to fight this? 4v5? They're going to try. Bob's in with the stun. They're trying to focus through to the Rubik, and with Palos waveforming forward, they'll take him out. Ari falls. They'll lose Tino in return as he's caught in the Dream Card. Palos, he's really pushing forward aggressively for this. He's looking to Whitemon.
Palos?
But he's kind of on his own now. He'll get the kill. And with the waveform BKB TP, Palos will get out. A very aggressive move there from Execration. Fighting into a TSM that just picked up the Aegis. They do get kills out of it, though. Palos, he'll get a bit more money. He's keeping on par with the farmer Tomato.
Tomato now with DD. And that was Meta Force, though. That was the meta. That was the coil. That was a lot expended there from TSM. But BKB on cooldown for Palos.
See if we can go DD in the ball for Tomato.
Palos is level 18.
He's going to jump, Bob. He's going to set things up here. They've got the ice path. Oh. Arrow's going to be a bit late, though. Gives Tomato the chance to BKB turn around. Bob's in trouble. Bob's gone. Palos is looking for Bra, but the phase shift is back up. Bra's going to be able to jump out of this. Oh, I say that, no, Tino. He jumped back in on a Bra. Bra was not able to jump away.
TSM got to disengage. Tomato is still walking in like he's keen to fight.
He feels strong with the DD. And of course, has got that Aegis.
Carlo getting body blocked.
But they don't have Bryle. Now getting under the tower, take down the Jakiro, and see if they can get the tower here as well. Tomato pushing forward with the rest of this DD.
Tomato standing his ground nicely, being very confident with the backup of his teammates. The Mac and the Soul Rip, he felt like he was strong enough, and he was.
He's got the full Hurricane Pike done as well now, Tomato, so pretty stacked here on the Terrorblade this game. Just 29 minutes now.
TSM, they're the ones taking some super nice fights. Ari, can he get away? He can.
And Tomato wants to get in on this. They're looking towards Palos. BKB's back up. Palos, he wants Whitemon.
He's getting hit. Getting hit hard.
Forward, Whitemon, he's hiding in the trees. They won't be able to finish off the Undying straight away. Now Bryle's turned up from the side. Dreamcore's back up. Palos is caught in the coil. The coil snaps. Kasani's getting in on top of them, but the Manta's back up. Palos on the retreat. The Ice Path from Carlo covers the escape.
How does he keep getting away?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
TSM, that's without meta pretty much that entire time, and Tomato just standing his ground and taking the fights, getting on top of the Morphling. Beautiful stuff. Yep, Palos is really pushing the limits of his hero, though. Like, he's just standing his ground fighting, but has to be cautious because of the Scotty slow. Very close to being brought down.
Super close to the end to dying, but Manta at the ready. Back in action, Bryle.
Bryle
should be fine here. They don't want to dive too far outside the base right now, Execration. They know how strong TSM is. It's not easy to fight out on the map right now.
And Bryle, he does switch it up, so he actually goes for the Aeon Disc this game, which I guess look around the timings. He's like, okay, we're strong now. I don't want to wait for a Linken's. It's going to take a very long time for him to build up for it, so it's like a pseudo one anyway. Does the same type of job to protect him for the initial go. And now Tomato, he does have meta. 90 seconds until Aegis also gets reclaimed. TSM feeling strong.
Let's see if they can push the base here, TSM.
Nicely done, Tomato.
Dire's top tower
Does not feel the easiest for them to break the high ground.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's Bob. Gonna have to beat KB and TP. See what Execration looks to do with this. They're still trying to just, play farm game and outscale.
Yeah, they'll almost certainly want to wait out this Aegis now.
I like
30 seconds.
I like Kasani's choice of items this game. The two very standard ones, of course, the AC and the Helm Over, but he goes back for a pipe on the Lycan. So pretty cool to play versus all this magic damage that is coming out from Execration.
I think he just picked up the gem as well.
Yep. Arrow. Whitemon.
And Bryle. He's looking at Tino. Tino, he's not going to be able to jump out in time. They'll lose the Ricky again. Execration.
Palos is soon to hit a very scary item timing, though. He's about to have Aghanims done versus this Terrorblade. He's going to be able to sap away just so much damage relief from him in every single one of these fights and stand his ground much more effectively. Still feeling, even though TSM, they have this 3K lead, they're making the nice moves, I'm still feeling a bit afraid just because of how farmed Palos is.
Oh, Tomato.
Can he get this? This is cool. Palos just TP's out. Doesn't want to mess with him.
Oh, off to the side, Bob. He started to try and get a bit of a fight going. We'll pop the Eon Disc of Bryle.
That's a big deal. 90 seconds on cooldown. They could look to punish that. Palos, no BKB, but there it is. The Aghanims is done.
Let's have a look. Eon Disc on cooldown and Metamorphosis also on cooldown.
Palos, no BKB, but
Bob just walks in.
He's just walking in.
He's just walking in it. Pops the BKB in the Dragon form. He's CPing out. Doesn't want to be here anymore, Bob.
Palos.
Kasani chase on. They get the Dream Coil down onto Carlo. They'll take down the Jakiro. They'll get both supports here. Double kill for Kasani.
Palos he can't stand his ground, actually.
He's going to try. It's the damage here enough to take down Whitemon, though. It's pretty tanky on the
dart
line.
On Palos.
There's their follow-up. There is Browse in with the silence.
They got it. That's all it's gold.
He's out of the game for 70.
Oh, man. TSM, this is their window.
See if the rest of them can hold here. 3 versus 5.
The arrow does connect. Tomato?
Hammer as well.
Where's his help?
They forced him out to the side, but he might still come down. Do they have detection? He's just out of the sentry range. He's able to turn us thunder. Tomato back up to full HP.
Oh, baby. What was he, like 10 HP or something? 20 HP? They actually bail him out with the 4 staffs.
Very, very close. I mean, at the least for Execration, they do push back TSM. So
they do.
TSM won't be able to punish this window whilst Palace is down too hard.
But Ari got that was a gorgeous spell steal. The dart catches Palos completely off guard. TSM. 7K lead now. Tomato. Pretty much a full item now ahead of that Morphling too. Still has to, of course, he's going to be getting turned into and getting all of his stats stolen, but how low does he... 9 HP!
They just didn't have any other damage they could throw the way of the Terrorblade.
Meta's back up. Palos is back. But he's definitely having trouble standing his ground versus all these summons and overwhelming damage. There's also, like... He has to use like BKB and Manta, of course, to dispel a lot of things, but there's this Fade Bolt damage reduction, there's this Howl damage reduction. It's actually all adding up pretty decently to just make Tomato quite unkillable. So some really cool stuff from TSM this game.
Still, we're seeing Palace. He's never afraid to go in, though.
No.
He's always the first one.
Top.
All good setup, but the disc is back up. So Braille's fine.
Longer cooldown, though, every time they do pop it. So this one's 2 minutes.
Bottom. They got the setup on a Palos. But now, maybe Tomato's the one in trouble. They get the sleep dart. He has to put the BKB and run. Tino jumps forward. Tomato's able to turn with the Thunder aggressively back up to full HP. But they lose Whitemon here. Kasani did also pop the ult for this.
And there's the BKB, though, from Palos. Scary. I mean, it's very scary. Tomato, he's playing on Knife's Edge. This dart. Continuing to do work. Can they get Bob? He has BKB.
And with the Dream Core, they're going to drop this for Bob.
They've got the lift.
But he's going to get out to the side. The range here, of course, with that Hurricane Pike pushback, but not enough hits to come through to take Bob down.
But forced to pop the BKB. Low HP. Palos is in. Palos?
He should be fine. He's got Manta up. And in fact, they're going to turn. Bro, he jumps in.
No Aeon Disc.
He's in trouble. He'll get the orb off. Oh my goodness. Bryle living on the edge himself there. Ghost Scepter's back up. Will protect the Jakiro here. As Carlo able to get away from Tomato. But Bryle, that was a close one.
So many players just pushing the limits of their heroes. I mean, Tomato, Bryle, Palos, they're all really pushing it. Bob tried to hang on to his BKB. Like, everyone is really playing quite dangerous here. And now Bryle, after having the safety of the Aeon Disc, saving him a couple times now, he will have the Lincolns. So it does have that extra form of protection.
Yeah, much harder to catch this puck now.
Yep. And he can do a couple different things with it too. Not only protect himself, of course, versus initiations, but protect Bryle from getting all his stats stolen, right? So if he throws it on Bryle, Palos messes up with a Morph or something like that, it's also a big deal. All these things are compounding. Still a super close game. And Vrosh, it's back up.
I mean, can Execration go for it, or they just don't do it quick enough?
Don't know. I don't think they do it quick enough. They don't have the Undying. They don't have all that big boost. TSM, they're looking for the wraparound.
They're trying it. They're trying it here, Execration.
Okay, this is a risky move.
I mean,
it is dropping. I mean, TSM doesn't expect this, it feels like, at all. Oh my god, they're actually going to be able to get this.
They're getting it. They're getting it. They're going to get the Refresher Shard, the Cheese, and the Aegis by the looks of it.
Oh, they
get it all.
That's a big deal. They Tombstone. But can't get anything here. Oh, Execration. That is absolutely massive.
They lose a couple of couriers, but indeed, yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's all on Palos. Do you think it will stay there, or is he going to pass any of this over?
Honestly, I think it's best on him.
Yeah.
Just for his double BKB, double Manta, Morph, etc. Like, it feels like he's just the ideal target for it. Give Bob the cheese so he can survive. That is huge there for Palos. I mean, he's, as we said, pushing the limits multiple times here on this Morph. Now, He could do it even more so with all this double BKB, Manta, Aegis, etc. And Tomato, he buys his own Lincolns. So same, similar concept of with that puck.
Oh, Bryle.
He's in.
That's a good dream coil. Is there any follow-up, though? Whitemon, he's coming in from the side. Already, Tino's broke his way out of it. He's going to turn towards Bryle. They get the arrow connection. But the Yildiz procs, Bryle, he'll be safe for now.
Ari gets deleted from Palos before the fight starts. 40 seconds, no Rubik. Bryle, his Aeon Disc is on cooldown. He's got to be a bit cautious how he plays.
I mean, yeah, we'll see as well. Do you think Palos, can he buy up the Daedalus because he has this Aegis, or do you still want to see him hold buyback gold in this sort of game?
I think he can finish it.
Yep.
He'll be very close to having the buyout anyway, so might as well. And this is this is all really big pickups for him too. Now, we'll maybe have the damage to deal with, but you do see the damage reduction. It is very significant. When he gets howled, losing like 147 damage every single time. So the howl, the fade bolt, all these things do matter. Bob? Holding on to BKB. Neutral items starting to get picked up. Yeah, they're feeling strong. This is a huge timing here for Execration.
Bob. He's going to get in onto the cliff. But TSM do have the ward down around it. They'll turn. Bryle gets the dream coil off. But they're pretty far away from them here, Execration. Keeping their distance. Bob's going to be focused first, but he gets healed up.
The cheese.
He's going to be saved. Palos, he's gone in super aggressively here with a BKB. He's trying to get in on top of Tomato. They get the ice path onto Tomato as well. But Palos, he's going to get burst down low the once. He pops the Manta. He's still alive here. But Bryle, he's taken out both the DK and the Mirana. Palos will get taken out the once.
Can they control him? No Manta, no BKB.
He's got a lot of strength, but the damage, it's too much. Tomato just tears through him.
He actually doesn't have the buyback. He does not have the gold after that fight.
He spent up for the Daedalus.
Oh, boy.
He spent up for the Daedalus thing, and they'll probably know it. TSM, they can push for a lot here.
TSM, they're really doing such a good job of picking their battles. Like, this time they have high ground advantage. Bryle gets a huge coil, and they know there's no buyback. They're committing. They might just be able to end.
I think they can. I think they can with a push of Tomato.
Cliff.
Let's have a look. I mean, what can the two of them do here? Tino trying to just slow them down with the hammers, with the smoke screens. Carlo as well. But he gets caught. They get the drag back. Carlo's gone. And there's a buyback available now for Bob.
Okay.
Bob's back in action.
Can he hold on?
The tier 4s are going.
I think they've got it.
There's a buyback available on Tino. 10 seconds until they have Mirana in play, but with the Ancient exposed and this push coming in, TSM, they're looking to close up this game. As there's just nothing more to be done here from Execration. GG is called as TSM will take this best.